Rush town, small map, 2 kids on a dead end there. Bridgeboards creep, cold air, somebody's shadow already there. News van swarm that road, blue tape, blue lights, case closed. Sleep now, justice on the way, but the truth took the long way. Never more in Delphi. 2 young souls and we still cry. They say case done, we say which side. When the guilty still drive by. Never more in Delphi. Tears hit dirt that's still dry. If the law won't ask why, then the people will, we testify. Heavy road, light proof, gavel falls, cracks the roof. Innocent man in chains, wrong face for the right last name. Backroom handshakes, thin smile. Church cross watching all the while. Twist the scripture, code of speech. What they won't touch, we still preach. Never, never more in Delphi. Too many names in unmarked files. Too many ghosts in these cornfield miles. If the badge won't bleed for the truth they hide, then the block's gonna shout it worldwide. Worldwide, evil still walking off streets at night. We light these candles, they fear the light. Till the real ones answer for every scar. Their closed case don't reach that far. Rush town, small map, 2 kids on a dead end there. Bridgeboards creep, cold air, somebody's shadow already there. News van swarm that road, blue tape, blue lights, case closed. Sleep now, justice on the way, but the truth took the long way. Never more in Delphi. 2 young souls and we still cry. They say case done, we say which side. When the guilty still drive by. Never more in Delphi. Tears hit dirt that's still dry. If the law won't ask why, then the people will, we testify. Heavy road, light proof, gavel falls, cracks the roof. Innocent man in chains, wrong face for the right last name. Backroom handshakes, thin smile. Church cross watching all the while. Twist the scripture, code of speech. What they won't touch, we still preach. Never, never more in Delphi. Too many names in unmarked files. Too many ghosts in these cornfield miles. If the badge won't bleed for the truth they hide, then the block's gonna shout it worldwide. Worldwide, evil still walking off streets at night. We light these candles, they fear the light. Till the real ones answer for every scar. Their closed case don't reach that far. Crime Cafe, where they go to sauce balls, seeking the truth, finding the time, busting these cases, everything fine. Blue crew backs him, keeps him in line. Gotta find answers, gotta make time, solving the bullshit, praying for real. Big Daddy Meatball fighting for the next meal. Yo, yo, yo. True Crime Cafe, can you feel that grind? Digging in the dark for a twisted storyline. True justice hiding far out of view. He's hoping every night he can answer a few. Yeah. Camera on the counter, coffee going cold. Hours every day, chasing what he's told. Keeping it real, never read from a script. Just a man with the mic and a tight grip. Clicking through the files, faces on the wall, names in the notebook, hearing every call. If the system sleeps, then he won't rest. Puts the weight on his chest, puts it all to the test. Crime Cafe, can you feel that grind? Digging in the dark for a twisted storyline. True justice hiding far out of view. He's hoping every night he can answer just a few. Find answers, gotta make time. If nobody listens, who draws the line? What's up, this all fucking crazy out there, right?
A true crime cafe, they go to soapbox. Cold brew, cold case, chalk lines on the gloss. Seeking the truth, finding the time. Files on the counter, grind with the grind. Blue crew backs him, keeps him in line. Sirens in his pocket, eyes on the sign. Got a wall full of faces. String tied tight, every red pen circle. Another long night. True Crime Cafe, where the real ones bleed. Busting these cases till the lost get free. Gotta find answers, gotta make time. Everything will be fine if the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. Moving the bullshit, praying low real. Knuckles on the table, fighting for the next meal. True justice far out of view. Smoke in the doorway, what else can he do? Hoping he can answer just a few names in a notebook, voices breaking through. True Crime Cafe, where the real ones bleed. Busting these cases till the lost get free. Gotta find answers, gotta make time. Everything will be fine if the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. If the truth aligns.
Russ.
Dust on a badge, cross on the hill, gravel in my teeth,
Yeah.
blood on the bills.
Holler run cold where the secrets stay hid. Good church talk, dog, backroom bids. Hometown sheriff with a hand on the steel. Other on a Bible saying this ain't real. Judge in the chamber, papers in the safe. Names on the list that could burn this place. Heard too much, now his numbers called. Late night call says watch them all fall. Letcher County lies got the whole town drowning. Good old boys write laws every time the sun's down. And into my rope, lose my mind just to hold my ground. Too many girls lost, man. Only way out, put that judge down. Story is here, story is now. Wife in the kitchen with the lights turned low. Daughter don't sleep cause the rumors grow. Names in the dark like a brand on the walls. Too many young souls in them courthouse halls. Sacrifice stacked like cans on a shelf. Sheriff in the mirror can't look at himself. Do I pull this trigger or let them all burn? Every mile of this road say it's my turn. Let your mind just to hold my ground. Too many girls lost, man. Only way out, put that judge down. Bottom so deep, can't see the floor. Every foul, every smile, another locked door. The monopole crying like a late night train. Bass like a heartbeat, rattling chains. He walking up steps, mud on his boots, hammer in his chest, fear in his roots. Judge on the bench, can't hide that grin. Chef says softly, this dies with him. Bang in the rafters, silence in the pews. One last breath, then the county gets the news. Let your county lies fade in the smoke. Gun on the ground, halo broke. Too many girls gone. Names in the pine, story ends here, but the stain stays behind. Dust on a badge, cross on the hill, gravel in my teeth, yeah, blood on the bills, holler run coat.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to see you all here today at the cafe. We are open for business. Great day, and I hope you're all having an amazing one. Guys, we are heading back in for part 2 of the DELPHI case to show you some more of this stuff. This is one of 2 shows today, guys. There are new documents that dropped in the Idaho 4 situation, so I'm going to run through this here today. Give you guys some of the alternate suspects and discuss that, and then I'll shut down and start again, and we're going back to Idaho to cover them documents, guys. So let's do this thing. Guys, please make sure to hit the like button, share this out, let everybody know what we be doing. Let's get this party started.
Flicker like broken halos. Whispers gather in the smoke-filled air. Tables carved with secrets and shadows. Every story's a wound laid bare. The kettle's boiling with a restless rage. Justice written on an unseen page. I sip the silence, bitter taste, waiting for the ghosts to show their face at the True Crime Cafe. We serve up the pain they try to hide away. Pour another cup of the truth you crave. Raise your glass to the names they betray. Mirrors cracked, reflections are liars. Ashes fall where the guilty once stood. The jukebox hums like a funeral choir. goes pounding through the neighborhood. Every scar is a candlelit vow. We hunt the how, we demand the now. No more silence, no more disguise. We'll paint the night with sharpened cry. At the True Crime Cafe, we serve up the pain they try to hide away. Pour another cup of the truth you crave. Raise your glass to the names they betray. This is not a sermon, it's a battlefield hymn. A requiem dripping from the bottle's rim. The guilty write stories in invisible ink, but we'll drag it all up from the edge of the brave. At the True Crime Cafe, the reckoning burns like a black bouquet. Every shadow will pay. In the True Crime Cafe.
All right. Welcome back to the cafe, guys. We are open for business. It is great to see you all. And again, guys, we are back to Delphi, revisited part 2. We're going to go over the alternate suspects a bit and that type of stuff. I pretty much gave you the meat and potatoes of the entire case yesterday. So we have just a few more things, guys. So we're not going to be here on this too long. And then I'm going to shut down and start another show because there are new documents in the Idaho 4 case that we will be reviewing today as well. It's going to be a busy day, guys. For those of you that are here for it, I'm here for it. So let me fill you in on all this stuff here. Like I said, it will be here for a bit, going over these alternate suspects in this case, discussing real quick why there was no third-party defense allowed, the judge that presided over this case, and the joke that she is. And then, like I said, I'll be shutting that down and then restarting almost directly thereafter, and we're going to review the new documents dropped in Idaho. As I figured, today's Tuesday. I didn't even think about it. I called this last week. I'm surprised I was right, but they're here. So we're going to head over and do all that this afternoon as well. So I hope you guys are here for it and ready to go. Welcome in, everybody. Who do we have here joining us? Not many I can see. Looks like my brother Mikey's in the house always. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Kaleidoscope, welcome back. Speedy's in the house. Turpentine and Moonshine, great to see you. Vonda K, great to have you in the house. Eve A22, always a pleasure, dear. Miss Paula, the positive one. My boys, welcome back to you. Miss Denise, good to see you today. Randy B, our OG's in the house. Pennywise, always happy to see you. And number 1 in the house today, Satire 777. Great to see you guys. Please make sure to hit the like button if you will. And please, please, please share this out. Welcome back, all you beautiful peeps. It's great to see you all here today. Right Turn Clyde, welcome back. And Kimberly GX3009, great to see you. We just started, Kim. You're just fine, dear. Just fine. Cat K, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you to my moderators that are here. I do appreciate you so very much. Who we got here? Brandy, Mike, and Kat. Thank you guys so much for doing what you do. I couldn't do this without you. We all know that. Thank you. Thank you. It looks like we have 19 people in the house, guys, with 22 likes. Thank you so much for that. God bless. We appreciate you very much. Please make sure to hit the like button. Share this out if you will. Moonlit Baby, welcome back to you. Good to see you. And Mark Schumann, my brother, welcome to you. It's great to see you as well. Come on in, grab a seat. Like I said, for those of you that are just popping in, we are going to conclude the Delphi revisited situation today, part 2. Cover a little bit of the alternate suspect situation that truly are the people that I think should be the ones that are in prison for this, not Richard Allen. Then we're going to shut her down, and I'll be jumping right back on, guys, to review the new documents that have dropped for Delphi or for Idaho. Getting it confused. There's the Tomboy. Good to see you, Tomboy. Thanks for joining us today. All right, guys. Looks like Miss Vonda's starting it off already. Dropping a super sticker. Thank you so much. First on our goal today. God bless. Very sweet of you. Very generous. And we do appreciate you so very, very much. Let's see. Right. Here we go. She got that train running. Thank you so much, Vonda. Very sweet. Very generous. Come on in, guys. Grab a seat. Get comfortable, if you will. Like I said, we're going to finish up in Delphi today for part 2, the alternate suspects in this, in my opinion, of course. And then we're going to flip-flop and start all over again and head into the new documents in Idaho. So it's going to be a busy day today, guys. I'm here for it. I hope you are. And it's cold here, y'all. Cold, cold, cold. Robert Bell, good to see you. Hemi's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you. Oh, is he live? Okay. That's good to hear. Well, that's probably where everybody's at then. Miss Kim's in the house. Good to see you, Kim. Thank you for joining us. Miss Typically Unique. Looks like we got 26 people here. 24 likes, guys. So please make sure to hit the like button. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate you. Looks like GA's in the house. Morning, my brother. Good to see you today. I hope you're having a great start to your day. And thank you, by the way, you guys, for those of you that popped over to Devil's Advocate last night and joined us with the advocates in a fantastic discussion, as it always is over there. I'm really, really enjoying being part of that daily panel, nightly panel, I should say. And I appreciate this community being over there as well, supporting both communities. It's very, 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 very fulfilling, you know, for my heart, guys. I love seeing these communities come together the way we do. There's our boy, 1-1 in the house. Good to see you, 1-1. Great to have you in the house, buddy. Always a pleasure. But yeah. Today we are hitting the part 2 of Delphi Revisited. Like I said, I see people popping in, so that's why I keep repeating myself. We're going to hit the alternate suspects today and pretty much close it out. And like I said, I'm going to run that show, shut it down, and I will turn around, come right back, start a new one, and we're going to review the new documents dropped in Idaho as well, as we always do. So it's going to be a long day today. And I, of course, if welcome, I will be heading on over to DA's tonight again. Busy, busy day, but I love it. I'm here for it every day. CZ, welcome. Good to see you. Robin, Miss Robin's in the house. Always happy to see Miss Robin. Thank you for joining us. We have the crew, the whole crew over here, minus Joe, it looks like. Always happy to see the Devil's Advocates over here. Very happy to see you guys today. It's Tuesday, Kimberly. They always drop on Tuesdays and Fridays. I figured they would probably be out today. I said that last week. I didn't count on it, though, because of the holiday. I was surprised. So We got plenty there too. There's quite a few guys, so we're gonna be busy today. Beach Babe, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. The link is pinned to the top of the chat if anybody would like to join me, of course. As always, as we discuss this stuff and pull out and discuss some. I gave you guys most of the meat and potatoes in Delphi yesterday, the big heavy stuff, except for who I believe to be the alternate suspects. There's quite a few names: Ron Logan, Patrick Westfall, and more. Okay, and I believe that these are the people. Some of these people, in my opinion, of course, should be the ones that are sitting behind bars, not the man that's there. So, again, everybody, please welcome, as we all do with everybody, 1-1, Miss Robin and Lee himself here from Devil's Advocate. Always happy to have them in the house. In my opinion, they're part of this community, this family now. So please make sure you guys welcome them as we do with everyone and treat them the way we do. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you being here. Let me see if I make sure I'm not missing anybody. It is insane. It is insane, 1-1. Why do they not do that? Well, I think if they do that, then that would, in my opinion, 1-1, if they did something like that, they would have to then admit to a certain type of, they would have to show some truth at that point, and they can't do that. It would destroy the whole situation. Welcome, Karen. Great to see you. So happy to be a meatball swimming in the sauce. We're happy to have you, Miss Robin. That was funny last night too. Yes, Karen's correct. DA and crew match perfectly. I truly agree with that. It was so funny at the end of the show last night over at DA's that people were trying to come up with these mishmash names for it was too funny for the combination of the meatballs and the advocates over there, and there was all sorts of fun names popping up. Yeah, right. The devil balls, the meat the meat devils. I was losing it last night. It was too funny, but it's all in good fun, guys. I love it. I love it. Gen 7, welcome. Good to see you, dear. Thank you for joining us. Explain why no one during his trial said Richard Allen was the bridge guy. That's a great point, Tomboy, for sure. Absolutely great point. Thank you guys so much for welcoming him so very much. The devil sauce, that's right. That's the one I like too. That's the one I liked. The den and the sauce. There you go. Diablo meatballs. Very spicy. That's right. That's right. You guys are awesome. I love it, Wanda. Anyway, it's great to see you. So I was just going to wait just a few minutes to make sure we had everybody here so we don't have to restart. But it is great to see you all again. Yes, welcome everybody from the den. We appreciate that so very much. You guys joining us. Like I said, you guys are family now. I was even talking to DA just a little bit last night, and he's talking about his trip that he's making to Delphi. And I said, maybe I'll make a trip myself, do it together. It's only 6 hours from me. We'll see. We'll see if my wife can get vacation time at that point. We might end up there with Lee and his wife, and I think that would be an awesome situation. I don't know what you guys think. The two of us doing it together. Plus, it's safer, and bigger numbers is safer, I think, because I know I'd be a little nervous going there by myself. I wouldn't blame Lee to be nervous either. The place is a little bit different if you ask Miss Kim. Again, guys, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to join us, please do, or join me. I'm up here by myself. I swear I'm clean. I took my shower. I tell you guys every day I don't smell. Come on up and join me if you'd like. Turpentine says, I'm partial to devil balls. Hey, whatever works for you guys. You call it what you want. I think so too, Robin. I think it would be awesome. When he said it last night, without him doing this now, I was like, maybe I'll head out there. It's not far. I could drive. You know what I mean? I think that would be awesome. Dual boots on the ground. Ain't nobody gonna mess with the devil balls. You know what I mean? Thank you, Robin. Make a pay-per-view, boots on the ground. There you go. We'd have each other's backs for sure. 39 peeps in the house. 31 likes, guys. Make sure to hit that button. Let's see if we can make to get this up in that algorithm. That's right. Jen's right, guys. We got 14 new docs that just dropped. Today, we're focusing in on Mr. Allen, and that is a fact. We're going to finish this up, like I said. Jen, I don't know if you were in here when I said it. We're going to be going through the alternate suspects today. Finishing up in this aspect, I'll shut this one down. Run to the little boy's room, probably. Come back and start up a new one, and we're reviewing those documents this afternoon, probably here within a couple hours. We're only going to be in here for an hour or two, maybe, max, to go through what we have to go through. So we're going to be hitting it up both, and then hopefully we'll be heading on over to those DAs tonight for another great show over there this evening. Foxy, good to see you tonight. Fall Star, what's going on with you? Oh, yeah, Mike is... I bet you're struggling this year, buddy. Yeah, Mike owns a pool business, guys. He's a entrepreneur. Good, yes. Yeah, it'll be just a couple hours, Beach Babe. So that way we can cover it all. Every bit of it, because you guys know every time documents drop, I cover them no matter what. And I wasn't going to cancel this because this is just as important, guys. So that's right. Mikey's the man. Thank you, Kat. Guys, please make sure to hit the like button. 38 people, 35 likes. You guys are doing it. That's no lie. Very much appreciated. So, as I said, I showed you guys the interrogation video interview, I like to call it, yesterday with Richard Allen, the entire thing. We went and reviewed the basics of the case. We talked about Greg Ferenczi losing his life. We talked about the other gentleman losing his life. And there's others that have lost their lives in regards to this case, guys. Too many things happening. Too many things. And most importantly, 2 beautiful little girls lost their lives, and there was no reason for that. And in my opinion, the people that did that are still out there walking free. And there's quite a few of them involved in this, in my opinion, that are the ones that should be being punished for this crime. And the man that's sitting there should not be. It was very horrible and very hard to listen to those calls yesterday, the confession calls, and watching him in the interrogation and see what they have done to the man, Richard Allen. Okay, it's just very sad, and it's unbelievable that it's allowed. So we will be concluding that stuff today, guys. And I'm going to show you some of these other people that, like I said, I believe should be the ones in his place. This man should be home spending the holidays with his beautiful wife and daughter and enjoying his life. Instead, no, he's not anywhere close to that. So there's the problem that I have with this entire situation. 1 second, everybody. Okay. Yeah, Delphi definitely needs. Listen, Idaho's important, folks. Don't get me wrong. Idaho's very important, but Delphi is too, and it needs the attention, as well as in many other cases that we do discuss. And I need to, just like Lee had said the other day, I've been trying to work on my algorithm to correct it. I'm a true crime channel. True crime, not Idaho, not Delphi, not just one specific thing. I cover true crime, period. And there's many, many cases that need our attention. And they're very important because without the visibility to the world, the people don't know and they forget. And Richard Allen's situation cannot be forgotten by no means. Okay. That's why we're doing this and heating this back up. Because there is a appeal that's been filed, thank the Lord. And I'm hoping that this man will have this case overturned and he will get the true justice that he deserves, as well as Abby and Libby getting actual justice, because at this point they have not, in my opinion. So That is what we're doing this for, why we're doing this, and what we're doing with it. So, again, guys, we're about to kick this off. I think we probably have about everybody in here we're gonna get. And I hope you guys got something out of yesterday's show and understood the severity of this case, the horrible background in this case, and how bad this truly is, that this has happened in America, period. Okay. Anywhere for that matter. It should never be happening, but it did. And there's a man sitting in prison being treated horrible right now. His human rights have been violated. His American, the Constitution was basically destroyed in front of him with his case. It's sad, but it is what it is. And in turn, it's obvious you guys notice I have a lot of passion for this and many other cases, but this is why. This can happen to myself or any of you. That's not okay. It's not okay at all. Okay. And if us not discussing it, ignoring it, which is a lot of what people do. People say it doesn't pertain to me. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen to me. It doesn't pertain to me. It's not going to happen to me. Don't ever say that, because this can happen to anybody. And the more we ignore it, the more it will happen, in my opinion. So here we are. Miss Jen says, never in a million years could I find Alan guilty, but that goes to show you never know about a jury. Why even had hairs in hands. Yes, that's a fact, guys. That's a good point too, Jen. I didn't get to that yet, but one of the victims literally had hair in her hand. Okay. It ended up being her sister's hair, but she had hair in her hand. It was never tested until after the fact. So explain that to me. How is that okay? They did not, just like Idaho, guys. There's so many parallels in this case. They look different, but they're the same type of thing. How do you run an investigation without doing these basic things and knowing that stuff? It doesn't make sense. Absolutely, Miss Robin. So true, we have to keep fighting for our rights against corruption. 100%. Yes, ma'am. And 1-1 again, people need to learn their rights. Plead the fifth. Request a lawyer. Say it 1,000, 10,000 times, 100,000 times. I can't see today. I got too many zeros, bro. I don't have my glasses. Yeah, 100,000 times. Absolutely. And for those of you that don't know, 1-1 is a New York City police officer, and he's not just going to spit these things out for no reason. He knows. Okay. He deals with it on a daily basis and knows. So in that aspect, to hear that coming from law enforcement should tell you everything you need to know. And that's a sad thing, but it's true. Right turn, Clyde. Freedom isn't free. Not in this country. It's not. That's for damn sure. Hemi says this has been going on for very long. Just this time, it has really shown how badly corrupt our judicial system has become. Kentucky case, absolutely. The Electric County lies. I wrote a song about it, guys. It's bad. Very, very, very bad. These things are all bad. My boys, great to see you. It was one hair twisted around her fingers. The doc stated that hair wouldn't be like that from clothing. That's right. I definitely have a question about the hair from Kelsey, which is her sister. Just saying. So, guys, again, I urge you guys just as much as I do. Okay, I'm a creator and I do this. I have notebooks after notebooks after notebooks after notebooks that I take notes on everything we talk about, everything we look at. Take notes, guys, because you never know when you're going to need to refer back to one of those notebooks and look at something. Something could come up at any time in any one of these cases, and oh my God, I remember that. And you go back and you find it, guys. And you don't have to. I'm just telling you, I have always done this as a creator. You guys, you know what I mean? It helps in a lot of ways. Richie Rich in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Love your avatar, by the way. I have a feeling that the sister knew more than she said. I've had a lot of people that have accused Kelsey of being involved. I can't do that at this point. I do have a feeling that there's the possibility of her knowing a little more, maybe. But I don't have anything to back that up. So I'm not going to go in that direction hardcore, if that makes sense to you guys. If he asked for a lawyer, would it have gone this far? I'm sure it would have, Moonlit, but it wouldn't have been such a rocky ride, in my opinion, because he had, legal counsel at that point. Things may not have went a certain type of way, but at some point they'd have gotten what they wanted, I'm sure. Welcome, Cryptex. Good to see you, brother. Always happy to have you in the house. Hope you're doing well. Chester 2263, welcome. Good to see you. Question the timeline. Kelsey dropped off the girls, and less than an hour later this happened. The search was started less than 30 minutes after this happened. Right. That is a good point, guys. The timeline is definitely something that needs to be questioned. Definitely needs to be brought into perspective. I agree with that. Welcome, Hardin Holly. Great to see you. Have you looked at the girl's friend, Max? Very slightly, yes. But there's many other things, too. Like I said, guys, there's so much with this case. Just like in Idaho. So many angles, okay? One of my biggest issues, I think I was discussing it with Lee a little bit last night as well, is the fact that Logan Holder was dating one of the victims, okay? And very conveniently, because you guys know I don't believe in coincidences in this realm of true crime, okay? Very conveniently, from my understanding, she had told Logan she was going there to be there, and then this happens. Now, come on. 1 + 1 = 2, not 3. Okay, remember that. What is your feelings about declines? I have some issues with Keegan and his father as well. Cryptex, good point. Keegan Klein was the person that, as they explained yesterday, you guys, and he's again one of the alternate suspects that created a fake social media account. It's believed that the girls they looked into. Okay, Keegan was charged with multiple counts of shit. My brain just went blank. I'm sorry. It'll come back. Anyway, he's not a good person, folks, and he was definitely in the beginning, definitely somebody they looked at, but it didn't prove anything at that point. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, okay? Because remember how this all went down. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I do have some issues with Keegan Cryptex for sure. It's great to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here again. Cryptex has a channel as well, folks. He is a creator. If you guys are interested in that, guys, make sure you hop on over. Check out his channel, if you will. We can drop his link in here, guys, please. And, see what you think of what Cryptex covers and how he covers it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I did. So please, and thank you, brother, for being here. Miss Jen says, American Prison, a reporter's uncover journey into the business of punishment by Shane Bauer is a very eye-opening book on the money produced by private prisons, approximately 400 million. Yes, I've heard about that. I haven't seen it, Jen, but I've heard about it, and I've had conversations about that kind of stuff. Yes, Richie, that's what it was. Child pornography. I'm sorry. I don't know why I couldn't get that out of my mouth earlier, but thank you, Richie. I appreciate that. And yeah, he denies everything. Kim's right. Deny. It's repeatedly. So it's ridiculous. FB the Cook, welcome. Good to see you. Sometimes I have to leave the show when I get so angry during videos, Richard Allen. I agree with you. It's hard for me to do it because I have to be here for the show, but I get the feeling, my friend. I get it. Thank you all for joining us and for being here. We appreciate you very much. It's great to see you. Thank you again to my mods that are here. I appreciate you all very much as well. I couldn't do this without you guys. Oh, yeah. I remember how we were all waiting for updates because the people inside were not allowed electronics or cameras. We have to wait for their note. Yeah, it was rough. It drove me nuts when I realized that we weren't going to be able to view the trial. It was hard. Yes, very much so. Hardin is right. Sorry. Cryptex has a channel like this one, very inclusive to everyone and open-minded. Absolutely. Guys, go check it out if you will, please. Please. All right, guys, give me 1 minute here. I'm trying to load this in. My mouse has been fighting me for days now. I have to do something with this mouse pad, I think. All right. Again, very, very happy to have you all here with us today. As always, grateful to see you. Okay. There it is. Thank you, Kat. So very sweet of you. Right there's the link, guys. Go check him out, guys. He does great stuff over there. Please and thank you. Thank you, FBI. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate you being here, and you guys are the best. I wouldn't be here without you guys, so please realize and understand that. Daisy made some good points about the cleared tip this morning. Yes, good points. Great to see you, Chester. And guys, please make sure, again, to hit the like button, share this out, let everybody know what we're doing over here. Let's get this moving. So I'm going to go back again, first and foremost, and we're going to review this bridge guy video one more time. Okay. Just one more time. And then we're going to relate to that part of what we're talking about. Just saying. Come on, mouse. Work for me. Sorry. Now, wildly enough, we had a 43-second video that was released in the beginning of the Delphi case. That's it. It shows a man walking. It's looped, mind you, too. Miss Tandy's in the house. There she is. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're not working too hard. We miss you, and it's great to have you here on your lunch break. Thank you for joining us. You see a man limping on the bridge, taking steps. It's looped. Okay, so it was obviously manipulated in that aspect, and you hear them say, guys, down the hill, or something to that effect, okay? Lee brought up a good point last night that somebody had said to him, you know, that they don't hear that, they hear something else. I've always heard the same thing, guys down the hall, or hill. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're wrong hearing that, but it was manipulated. The audio and video was manipulated by law enforcement per se. So we don't know exactly what it is. As I said yesterday, we don't know that bridge guy is the suspect, the person that killed these girls. Is he involved? Very possibly. Is he the one that did it all on his own? I don't know. I don't think so. But we've never had any proof that this is the killer. Just their word. As always, propaganda. Okay? Just saying something, guys. I want you guys to have that in your mind as we go through this entire thing, to understand that this is how this case has been done, just like the Idaho 4 was. They ran propaganda on this case for years to instill something in our minds, that bridge guy is the killer. I don't know that that's true, and I definitely don't know and don't believe that he did it by himself if he is, okay? The Indiana State Police stated more than once that they believe that there's multiple suspects in this case. Nobody listened to him. Imagine that. Welcome, Robert. Good to see you. So again, keep these things in your mind as you break this down and you see these things, okay? I will tell you right now, over everything, I do not believe, in my opinion, and again, I want you guys to form your own opinions, as I always tell you. I do not believe, in my opinion, that bridge guy is Richard Allen by any means whatsoever. Richard Allen is 5'4". He's just a little dude. This guy's between 5'10", 6 foot tall. He has a limp, and you know, with it kind of a wander when in his gait when he walks. I think he's older. When you hear the voice, guys down the hill, it is not Richard Allen's voice, guys. I showed you his voice yesterday. We've heard it more than once. It is not the same voice. My opinion has always been that Ron Logan is this guy on the bridge, and that's his voice saying what he's saying. I don't know what it is. We don't know the entire part of what he said. It could just be guys down the hill, or it could be a whole conversation they had. Okay? We don't know. We don't know. It's what they've given us and made us to believe. So we're going to review this again, and then we're going to get into why I believe who this is and the other, like I said, the other, in my opinion, alternate suspects. Yeah, Ron Logan was in his 70s, folks. So, like I said, I don't believe that he did this on his own. If it was him, I believe he was involved. They were found on his property. He could have just been, you know, a house, a home that they used to do what they had to do. He could have just been the person that was corralling them to get them to a different area. I believe he is involved, period. That's all I'm saying. I believe this is him. I may be wrong, but I don't believe I am. And I'm going to show you a video that came from Ron Logan's girlfriend herself. This woman is distraught over this, guys, and believes that it's him wholeheartedly. We're going to look at that real quick, too. Big Red Phase in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Ohio I-5I from Zane. Miss Karen from Zanesville. Great to see you today. Appreciate you very much. And she says, I mean, seems kind of odd for someone trying to kill you to say down the hill they could have taken off running. Thank you. Now, there's a rumor that he had a gun. A pew-pew, okay? That would control a situation with two little girls. Very, very much so, okay? You don't see it in the video. That doesn't mean it's not there. We don't know, but there is a rumor. There's no way to verify to prove that, but that is, like I said, the rumor. So, good point, Faye. Very good point. Again, one more time, guys, just so you guys know that are popping in here, I have a link pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to join me up here to discuss this, review this stuff as we go through it, you're more than welcome to. Please feel free. All right.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. Hi.
And of course, as you look, you see Libby back there, and behind her, you see this person walking behind them. Okay, so it was in effect moving, like he followed them up there. Okay. What I don't understand, and it kills me to think about it, is why, if Libby would have just caught up with her and they could have taken off, we wouldn't be talking about this today, I think. You know, hopefully. But you never know. There is new docs, Robert. We're going to be, for those of you just jumping in here, I'm going to be covering the alternate suspects here and closing this out today on Delphi Revisited Part 2. As soon as I shut down, folks, I'm going to run to the bathroom, come back, and restart a new show, and we're reviewing the new documents in Idaho, just so you guys know. So stick around, because we're going to be doing that today, too. And thank you, Robert. I did know that. I appreciate that, brother, very much. New Mexico, good to see ya. Phenomenal Mom's in the house. Great to see you guys. Please make sure to hit the like button on the way through the door. Yeah, don't worry. I won't be leaving you guys hanging. I've been waiting on those documents in Idaho as well. So we are going to be long day today. I'll just put it that way. It's going to be a long day. Yeah. In my opinion, they knew a gun was involved. That's why they went so hard on it to get Alan convicted. It could be. Could be. The girls were not shot. For those of you that don't know that, there was no gunshot wounds on them whatsoever. I agree with you, Faye. I do. Yeah, listen to this close, guys. I have the volume cranked on this. I can't show captions on it because it doesn't allow. But if you have headphones, put them on. Listen. It's faint, but you can hear it. Listen to everything you hear going on in the background, too, and see if you pick up anything, okay? Let me double check my interior volume to make sure everything's up and good. And just want to make sure you guys hear everything as you should. Yes, we're good. Okay.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
Now, did he show them a gun that we can't see? And when he said, guys, did he brandish a weapon and say, down the hill? Morning, Siggy. I don't know. Is it possible? Absolutely it is, but we don't know. So there again, this circumstance it'd be nice to know certain other details in this circumstance to understand some more of the case, in my opinion. So just saying.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
That's a good point, Paul Star. Very well could be.
See,
Welcome, Astastic.
Path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
It was actually unseasonably warm, Jen. I can't remember the exact temperature, but I think it was in like the 50s that day, if I remember correctly. Welcome, Go Meta. There's our SRB. Good to see you, SRB. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi.
So what I hear is, hey, guys. And she says, hi. And he says, down the hill. That's all I hear, guys. I don't hear anything else. I'm sorry. I've listened to this a million times, and that's all I hear. Now, 1 minute here. As I did last night on DAs, I'm going to show you first and foremost. We're going to dive into this person first. His name is Ron Logan. Okay. I want you to hear his voice and remember what you just heard. The voice you just heard on the Bridge Guy video. Because that's just why I believe it's him. Yeah, that's all that I believe is said too, Paul Star. 1 says on February 13th of 17, the day Abigail Williams and Liberty German were murdered in Delphi, Indiana. The temperature was 40 degrees. Okay, I was close, but not. Thank you, 1 Appreciate that, brother. Abby, audio proves 2 people, 1 either side of the road. See, I wondered that as well. If there was somebody else there besides this bridge person on the other side that we don't see, that kind of pancaked them and sandwiched them into the midst of that. And it made me wonder, okay? Just curious. Always been curious. It kind of has that feeling too. Kim says, yeah, no fear like they knew him. Did they look at all the softball dads and brothers? I don't know. That's a good question, Kim. Very good question. Welcome, Robert. Good to see you. Some local residents noted that At the time, that 40-degree weather in February could feel like summer, influencing clothing choices and outdoor activities. This is again why people were out doing unseasonable things. Richard Allen took a white walk that day because it was unseasonably warm for February. And as we all know, for all of us that live in the Northeast, if you deal with winter here, you hate it. So when it is nice, people take advantage of that in the middle of winter. That's all I'm saying. There's new docs, brother. I saw them this morning already. I have the link to it and I pulled it up. So there's new documents. I think there's 14 of them I counted. We have a lot to talk about today. Like I said, I'll show you guys real fast what I'm talking about, just so you guys will know what we're getting into after this show. I'm coming back directly after this, and we're reviewing the new documents in the Idaho 4 case. 1 minute here. Just to give you guys a real quick a real quick view of what we're heading into this afternoon with these. Okay, so this is how they've done this, because these are documents that were already posted, okay, but they've been reposted, redacted, so on and so forth. They're not at the very top, okay? They're down here. 1 minute here. Takes a minute because they're way down here. There's 2 there for March. And then the rest of these are from March as well. All these new tabs. See them? There's a lot, you guys. Let me back up. Make sure there's nothing at the bottom down here. But that's more than enough there to keep us busy for today. Yeah, it's going to be a marathon day for sure, ones, right? But I'm here for it, folks. I live for this. I love this. This is what we do, guys. So I hope you're here for it. So that's what we're going to be looking into this afternoon as well. There we go. All right, so moving back to this, I just wanted to show you guys what we have coming throughout the day. All right, 1 minute here. I'm going to show you guys Ron Logan, a couple different interviews and different things that we have. We're going to look at this guy. Do I believe this man did this on his own? Absolutely not. Do I believe this man was involved? Absolutely yes. For more than one reason. And I will show you all. Yes, make sure you guys stretch today. We're going to be busy all day.
Made this tragic discovery. The Delphi community has been coming to terms, I should say, with a painful reality. Eyewitness News reporter David McAnally went back to the scene of the crime today, where neighbors still don't understand how this could happen to 2 young girls. Dave?
As police continue a very methodical investigation here, going down every road in the search for clues, some folks who live near the crime scene, they fear that their road will never be the same. The crime scene Thursday, a place property owner Ron Logan knows well, but never thought he would know for something so tragic.
I can't really wrap my emotions around it yet. It's so mind-boggling. I haven't really caught up. It hasn't caught up with me yet.
Up and down the hills, across that bank now circled with crime tape, his son grew up playing here.
Never in your wildest dreams do you think that he comes down here to play, he won't come back home.
He and his friends grieved for the victims, Liberty German and Abigail Williams, both 13.
That's why we come back. He goes, I want to show you what it looks like. You couldn't carry someone up and down these hills, or it's hard to walk by yourself.
We've been able to identify almost everybody else that's been on that trail, and this gentleman has not been identified, and we want to know what he saw, what he might have seen on the trail. Did he see somebody else that maybe some of the others didn't see?
The sheriff's department says the trail photos of a man released Wednesday have brought in about 200 tips, and they're checking every one of them, they say. Police want to talk to the man because he was on the trail about the same time as the victims.
I think they feel confident that we're going to get this guy or guys that were involved in this. And And I think they're feeling confident that it's going to happen sooner than later.
Back at the crime scene, hoping for answers.
This place is never going to be the same. It'll never be the same, will it?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody will be,
My
they'll
son-
be very vigilant now when from here on out
My
when they
son
come
told
down
me
here.
that
All right, his audio's cut. So that's Ron Logan. That's the property in the area where the girls were found, sadly. And it's his property. Okay. Give me 1 minute here. I also have this. Delphi. Okay, this is a Ron Logan secretly recorded conversation about Abby Libby and Libby found on his land that I have had for, good Lord, a while. Hold on. This was released October 28th of 23. And this was released by a channel by the name of Delphi After Dawn, Crime Stories with Jason King. Let me throw the link in the chat for you guys. 1 minute. All right. I just want you guys to hear this. Yes. Yes, Astastic. Yes. 1 minute here, guys. Sorry. Just trying to make sure this is set right for you. Okay. All right, guys, we should be good now. Let's see what we got here.
Their investigation. They screwed up. Their investigation. What'd they do? Concentrated on people who didn't do anything too much. That's what you think? They screwed up. Their investigation. What'd they do? Concentrated on people who didn't do anything too much. That's what you think? I know it's what happened. They were going to pin it on me. Well, you weren't home that day. They didn't find out. They didn't care. You don't understand. Nobody knew that till later. They didn't care. We need to solve this, and you're it. And you were in the hot seat. I was in the hot seat. And when they found out there was just too much against them, and not only they gave up, but they spent all that time pissing around on a drive without a driver's license and all that shit when they should have been looking for murder. Right. Yeah, you just had. They wasted all that money, millions of dollars. You went to the dump site that day. You went to the dump site. What the Lafayette? I was in Lafayette. What was going on? Right. Crazy. Oh, you're getting wet, aren't you? No. I got a faucet problem. Uh-oh. My pressure tank went out. I just replaced it a little bit ago. I got a brand new blowing faucet. Brand new, $100 and some. It's all plugged up with some crap from the dirty water. Rusty water. Oh. Some of the plumbing in this house is... Well, there's some beautiful homes along here. Yeah. I need you. This whole area is beautiful. You're from Fort Wayne, huh? Yeah, we walked the trails a little bit. Yeah? It's beautiful. Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful.
Listen to his voice on a recorded device. I'm telling you, it's the same voice you hear saying down the hill, in my opinion, of course.
It's a shame what happened. I'm not surprised. I thought this would happen. What? Not the murder, but when they put those bales in the middle of nowhere, I said, you're going to have all kinds of drug problems and all kinds of crap from this. This will draw every deviant in the world to it. I mean, we walked it a little bit. I was a little scared, because it was just us two. It's long gone. They're not going to do it again. Not here, anyway. Do you think they're from here? I was part of somebody in the family for a long time. Did you really? Really. Why Why did you think that? Because it's too damn close. They can't see the forest for the trees. Right. Looking right at them, but can't. The person who done that could have been on the search team to look for them when they were missing. Right. I mean, they had people out here in my woods that night that they were looking for all over that place. Just didn't find them. Now, why did you not find them there? Yeah, I find that.
He's talking to a reporter, Mike. I can't think of her name right now, but it was an interview they did with him. So yeah.
Surprising too. And if that is a crime, with hundreds of people in my woods and walking up down the creek, tromping all over everything, what are you going to find? Right. Destroyed. Who found them? Huh? Who found them? The neighbor over here, Pat Brown. Is it she or he? Pat.
That's how I understood it, Mikey. Best I can give you on that one, bud.
Was he on the volunteer fire? No, he's a neighbor. Yeah. Looking for him. And he found him. There was another woman with him. Supposedly some people on the other side could look on my side of the creek and they saw clothing. So they called up, said, hey, there's some clothing down there, go check it out. So he went down over the hill.
Exactly.
So they're right out in the open. I don't understand why they didn't find them the night before. Why did it take them? You think they were there the night before? Why? Well, according to all the law investigators, they were. No one thinks it's a dump site. Yeah. Pretty close, I saw. I have no idea. It's the craziest. Now.
I remember him from the inside.
Now, I'm going to run this interview real quick with Ron Logan's ex-girlfriend, since we're on this, to give you her perspective on this man, okay? Yeah, he just said down over the hill. There you go. Does it? I'm telling you, it's the same voice, you guys. There's like a bit of a, one of you guys said it in chat here. There's like a bit of a whistle to his voice when he talks, okay? I'll be honest with you, and not to make a joke out of this, but it reminds me of Family Guy, the guy Herbert that lives down the road that's always messing around with Chris. That's the voice that he has that it reminds me of. That's how I get that whistle. What's up, KB? Buddy Bear, good to see you. Living Dead Girl, welcome to you as well. All you guys jumping in here, we appreciate you guys so very much. Great to see you guys. So yeah, check out this interview with this lady. She has true to life, real fear, in my opinion, in her voice. Exactly, Faye. Got some popsicles in the basement.
Joining me now, News Nation senior national correspondent Brian Enton. So Connie Dillman seems so confident about this. Like, what else makes her think that it's her ex-boyfriend who's the killer?
Yeah, this was a big moment tonight, actually. We've never heard from Connie Dillman before. This is all brand new. So this is something we've never heard before. And let's also not forget in all this that Ron Logan is dead, by the way, for people who are following along. He died of COVID. But she basically says that he is a bad man, that he is a violent man, that she thinks that he did it, that he was violent with her in the past. And as you heard in that clip, that when she heard that voice, she thought right away that it was Ron Logan. Listen to a little more of what she said for the first time tonight about what kind of man this is.
And those animals, you guys, it's been talked about more than once by more than one person. Ron used to use his animals to lure people over to see the animals. Young girls, hey, come see my horses, come see my goats, blah, blah, blah. And many people have claimed that has happened. So understand that too. Yes, this woman, guys, this has been over with him and her for a while, quite a while. She still has that fear, that trauma that he caused her just from being in the relationship. It's heartbreaking. Trigger warning, of course, because this will upset some people, okay? Anybody that's been through something like this, but it was that serious that it caused this much trauma in her life that she had to excuse herself more than once from this interview because she just, the memories alone bring back that fear. And that's sad to me. That is sad to me. That's horrible to me, to look at the fear on her face and the absolute horror of the memories that she has from this. And absolutely horrible, you guys. I feel so bad for her. She's absolute, because she knows him very well. She's absolutely positive that this is him that was Bridge Guy.
It really is stunning to hear her tell that story for the first time. She's obviously very, very emotional. And again, she feels confident, Connie does, that the wrong guy may be locked up, which is pretty startling to think about.
Not only that, but Ron Logan had kind of a weird alibi. And from what I remember 7 years ago, it didn't really check out.
So weird. So he claimed to police that he was going to a town outside of Delphi to buy tropical fish, and that he was with his cousin. But we later come to find out that when they looked into this, they talked to the cousin. The cousin didn't back that up. They were never able to clear that alibi, to figure out if it was true or not. And even to this day, it seems like he lied about where he went.
Pretty specific when you're mentioning tropical fish, and easy to track that. But this is a small community, and they're not used to having double homicides, especially with kids. So, I mean, I've seen it happen. All right. So, what about the property? Like, they did look at his property. They actually did investigate, but I feel like it might have been a long lag.
They did, but it was a month after the murders. So think about it. A month has gone by. There's so much that could have been done out there at that property in that time. A month.
A month is a long time for anything.
Right.
I mean, even the weather can take.
I mean, there were a lot of mistakes with this investigation, a lot of issues, and this just seems like it was another one.
But thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Trying to get something to work. This damn mouse is doing this. 1 second here. One minute, guys, everybody. I'm sorry. Where's it at? Okay, next. Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. I got to dig for some of this stuff because I haven't touched it in so long. All right, so next thing I'm going to show you guys is an image analysis and detection video that was put out 3 years ago in regards to this guy. Okay. Give me 1 minute here. And I'm just going to give you a bit of a inside look into what they did. And again, you make your own perception based on this. He probably was. Oh, there's my Lucy. Good to see you, Lucy. Thank you for joining us. Beep, beep. Seniors in the house, other officer of the law. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here. He was 100% a sick vestige, my friend. Yes. You guys better behave. We got two popos in the chat today, guys. Better be good. And again, Ron Logan's the guy that lied about his alibi. He had his cousin lie for him to state that he was in a different place, so on and so forth. He wasn't supposed to leave. He was on probation. He went and did things again that he wasn't supposed to do. There's Miss Amanda B herself. Welcome, dear. Good to see you today. Great that we got both videographers in the chat today. Molly's in the house along with Amanda from Devil's Advocate. Great to see you guys. Great to have you both here. All of you. Great to see you all. Yes, he had to go to, that's where he went, supposedly redacted. That was his alibi, was just going to the fish store to get more fish or something like that. so on and so forth. And he had his cousin lie about it. It's just insane. Dang, I ain't never seen the devil want someone he already had coming quicker. Wowee boy. He laughs at those that worship him and has a very special place for them. But you, sir, he wanted to start early. Amen to that one, Turpentine. Great statement. All right, check this out, you guys. I forgot I had some of this stuff. It's been so long. So what they have done here is they have analyzed and broken this down and ran this through different filters, so on and so forth, to try and show proof. And this is, again, only an opinion because Ellie had to sign off on this for it to work and be, you know, the real deal thing. But they've done a really good job at this, in my opinion. Hence why I want you guys to see this. This is Bridge Guy that they have done this with. And I want you to see the likeness here, folks. It's crazy. Absolutely redacted. By the way, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to join me up here, please go. Watch this. Check this out. No worries, redacted. No worries at all. This is another reason why I'm absolutely positive that this is him. Listen to the voice analysis as well.
Against the beauty of the sunshine and bright blue skies Wednesday, it was still hard for Ron Logan to believe the
Welcome, brother Jim. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for being here, James.
Out for a hike on a day off from school.
Who would have thought they'd let their children out to do something special that day, take a trip down, and it turn out a disaster like this?
For 53 years, Logan's lived on the country road near the trail that leads to the Monon High Bridge.
People walk up and down it.
And this is a fact. Paul Starr's right. Here's the thing, guys. I don't know if Bridge Guy is the killer, okay? I have a very strong feeling that Bridge Guy is involved in possibly helping to corral them. I don't know that for a fact, but I do feel that strongly. I also have a feeling that bridge guy, earlier on, because we don't have proof of anything. He could have been nobody. He could have just been walking. But when he makes the statement to them about down the hill, it made me believe there was some form of involvement there. Okay. All I was trying to explain to you guys is they never gave us proof that this guy did anything except what he said, what he says, and what he's seen on video doing. That's it. So Polestar is right. Remember that. But if nothing else, I do believe that this man here that you're looking at is who was on the bridge that day. What his involvement was, I have no clue. But the man owns the same clothing as well. I've seen it on him in multiple different interviews. Hat, coat, pants, the walk, all of it. And it's all been analyzed here. And again, great point, Polestar. Welcome, Miss Christina. Good to see you today, guys. Please, if you're coming in, please make sure to hit the like button so that we can jump this into the algorithm, guys. Welcome, giddy up. Good to see you. I believe so too, 1-1. I truly do. Most definitely not Richard Allen's body. How they think anybody believes that is insane to me. One thing I do know for a fact, in my opinion, and I know those two things contradict each other, a fact in my opinion, that the bridge guy is not Richard Allen, period.
Their children, and yeah, it's quite a nice little trail on the bridge.
Never, though, has Logan seen anything like what he has this week. The search for an eventual discovery.
Exactly, Star.
Libby German and Abby Williams.
The area that they were in is very hard to get to. I mean, you can't get there unless you walk there. I mean, so somebody had to be walking with them or something.
Watch this. I had that somewhere, False Star. I can dig and find it at some point, but I do have that info somewhere. Look at the shape of the cheeks, the jawline, the nose outline. Guys, this is what did it for me. I'm just being honest with you. Most definitely. For those of you that may not see this, I'll read it to you. It says most everything you're looking at on Bridge Guy's left side that was in the shadows from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet is more blurred and obscured than his right side. They are details hidden in the shadows that were not picked up clearly by the eye of the camera due to lighting, distance, movement, and poor resolution. However, The camera did pick up values showing those areas more darker or lighter in color, thus indicating where those logos and patches are on his clothing. That's very true too. The lady who found Rick's tip was close to Ron, conveniently. Watch the gate, folks. James, he had been in that community for quite a while and had was very well known and had a lot of ties to the community. Um, who exactly he was close to, I can't give you that. He was close to a lot of people. I agree with that. No worries, sir. I hope that answered your question, James. It's the best I can give you, buddy. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome, Virginia. Just wait, guys. There's more coming out of this. You'll see. Absolutely. Exactly, Virginia. They did do that, Kay. They said that the bridge guy was between 5'10" and 6 foot tall, but that was ignored because Richard Allen um, had to be the suspect. Kind of sad. Oh, I absolutely believe we will at this point. Go Meta. I do. 100% Richie, and it was done on purpose. 100%, Senor. You are absolutely correct, my friend. Mhm. I can't give you an answer for that one, Giddy Up. I'm sorry. I would like to know that. That's a good question. Well, I've seen Holly. I've seen a lot of different cases. We're going to look at some of the other ones as well of people that I do believe are involved in this very deeply. There's only one other person that I believe could be the guy on the bridge. I'll show him to you again as well. But I'm pretty solid on this now with Ron. I just keep an open mind because things can change, you know. But I'm probably 85% almost positive it's Ron Logan. But I do have another person of interest that is very second runner up to this, in my opinion. Oh yeah, Elvis Field. The names I'm going to be presenting you guys. Elvis Fields is one of them. Welcome, Karmic. Good to see you. Brad Holder, Elvis Fields, Patrick Westfall. Of course, Keaton Klein had some kind of an interest in this in my mind, but there's a group of people, and could Ron just be somebody that's known, or that was close to help? Like I said, corralling them, whatever it is, very plausible. But there's another person here that I have a very high interest in, and his son. The other person's son was dating Gabby, and that son knew that they were going to the bridge that day. So that's another thought too, guys. There's a lot to this, I promise you, and I'm sorry because of that. I never saw an overlay done with Richard Allen on this, yeah, but it wouldn't have matched at all because Richard Allen's height is so much, his stature and height is so much different than Ron Logan. I agree, Richie. Is that better, Turpentine? I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm having trouble. Yeah, I have a letter and something else to show you guys after this. Welcome, Doc. You haven't missed much, don't worry. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Is. Welcome, Phenomenon. Not, not that I have seen art. Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely is. Not that I know of. I mean, Kim was in here. You can ask her. She might know a little bit better than me. There's our Meg. Good to see you, Meg. Yes, Harley. Or I'm sorry. Yes, Foxy. My boys, they said that there were shadowing issues with that as well. So take that into account. Well, thank you, Giddy Up. I appreciate that, and God bless. Grateful to have you here. Grateful to have you here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Down the hip. Yeah, yeah. That turned out a disaster like this. Down the hip. Down the hip. Down the hip. Down the hip. That turned out a disaster like this. Down the hip. Down the hip. Down the hip. Down the hip. That turned out a disaster like this. Down the hip. Down the hip. Down the hip. Down the hip.
Yeah, the voice. I concluded the voice is the same exactly, in my opinion. Thank you, Kim. Exactly, Foxy. No, her boyfriend was just older. There's a couple things that I was uncomfortable with that were allowed to be. One, that they were allowed to go there that day. That's something one brought up last night on panel over at DA's. I agree with them that they were there in that area, a dangerous situation by themselves, for one, and two, that she was dating this older older guy, Brad Holder's son, Logan, at her age. Should not have ever happened. If I, that's every parent's different, but I just highly disagreed with that. Nothing, all due respect to the parents and families. Right, Foxy. Good point, Kimberly. And I believe because that area was searched the night before, I think they were in the house, inside his house. This is again my opinion. And were brought back out later on or early in the morning. And like I said, I want you guys to come to your own conclusions. I respect everybody's feelings on this, and I respect everybody's conclusions. Just because I say something doesn't mean it's God's word, guys. Remember that, please. Yes, unfortunately, Ron Logan passed away due to the big C. Okay. I believe he was in custody when it happened. I believe, due to the probation violation things that he had. This guy's 77 years old and still getting in legal trouble where he had to be put on probation. That should tell its own story. You know what I mean? He was not a good person. Oh, well, Robert, I'm live. I can't go on his channel if I'm live, buddy. Just let him know I'm live. So he could have come over here too. And I'm sure. And like I said, I'll be live back to back. Right after this, I'll be live again, and we'll be covering the Idaho 4 documents, the new ones. So I'm gonna be in here all day long. Willie's more than willing to, or more than welcome to join me today. I always love having him. He knows that 100%. Yeah, 100% turpentine. That's kind of the same outlook that I have. Did the older connect? Well, I believe that they knew each other, Kimberly. I believe, I truly believe that they knew each other within the group of them, because Logan was older, he had the property, and he was very well known in this vicinity, in this community, and respected to some aspect by certain people. Maybe not good people, but some people. Because I can't, I can't get back to it. Yes, Christina, I will be reading the Idaho 4 doc after we're done with this stream. I'm starting a new one. I think I gotta check out my voice. Logan was 19 or 20, I believe. It's been so long, I'm trying to remember. I can get the exacts on it, but just as a guess. Not that I know of Ohio. You're welcome, Christina. Silent G's in the house. That's a good point, Silent. There were some things that, as a parent, I wouldn't really approve of, but that's their business, not mine. One and I discussed that last night over at DA's. It's kind of I think a lot of us were kind of like, what and why? How is that allowed? Why did you allow? You know, things like that. Yeah, that's my understanding. That's what I was trying to say. That there was a connection in that aspect. Logan Holder was Abby's boyfriend. Brad Holder is Logan's father, who was in turn friends with Mr. Logan. So this, in my opinion, here. Hold on, that's what I was going to show you. That photograph there that was buried for quite a few years, I believe is Logan right there. That's my opinion, okay? Truly my opinion. I think that there was more than one person, multiple people seen there that day that are all linked to this. Ron Logan being one. This young gentleman here, Logan, in my opinion, and his father as well being there. I think there were multiple people that had been seen in turn, we have them all. There's our Cassie. Morning, Cass. Good to see you there. All right, guys, one more. I hope that did something for you guys to help you guys to see certain things, because it helped me a lot when I finally saw that. I'll just be honest with you. Okay, now my apologies. Bear with me 1 second. I have so much stuff to sort through to pick out for you guys. So just give me a moment, guys. Please and thank you.
And I didn't get home till approximately.
Just another quick clip so you guys can hear his voice again.
And I didn't get home till approximately 6:30 in the evening, and then the neighbor stopped to ask for permission. And I didn't get home till approximately 6:30 in the evening, and then the neighbor stopped to ask for permission.
You think I'm the murderer because I'm wearing this hat, right? Well, how about this hat? Does this hat trigger you? You think I'm the murderer because I'm wearing this hat, right? Well, how about this hat? Does this hat trigger you? You think I'm the murderer because I'm wearing this hat, right? Well, how about this hat? Does this hat trigger you?
On your head. Oh well, I'll smack your mama. I'll rain on your head. Oh well, I'll smack your mama.
Where's the wheelchair coming up? Where's the wheelchair coming up? Where's the wheelchair coming up?
I didn't get home till approximately 6:30 in the evening, and then the neighbor stopped to ask for permission.
You think I'm the murderer because I'm wearing this hat, right? Well, how about this hat? Does this hat trigger you?
On your head. Oh, well, I'll smack your mama. I ran on your head. Oh, well, I'll smack your mama.
There's the word shirt coming up. There's the word shirt coming up. There's the word shirt coming up.
Those are the four most important voices and four most important people in this case, in my opinion. I am positive in my mind that Ron Logan is the voice that we hear and the body we see on the bridge. Yeah, Holly, I did. Welcome, Clint Spinster. What the hell? He got educated and didn't have a clue how little he really knew until Yin Yun filled him in. He thought he knew it all on the case, but everything they talked about, he claimed he forgot most of it. Oh, okay. Welcome, Amy Mama. Thank you for joining us. Crime and Chaos, welcome to you. Great to see you today. Wonderful to see you in here. I appreciate you very much. Guys, there's 90 peeps in the house, guys. Make sure that you hit the like button if you will. Please and thank you. Now, that's my feelings on Ron Logan, guys. I just wanted to give you that insight as I feel it's important. Now, this is another person that I have an interest in, because again, understand, I feel and believe that there's many people involved in this, okay? Is Patrick Westphal. I also believe Patrick Westphal is involved in the Flora 4 case that I have covered very passionately as well. And I do believe that the two are connected. Okay. I understand, Silent. I understand. Patrick Westphal is not a good person. Patrick Westphal is involved in the Odinistic stuff very highly. The heathenism, right along with Brad Holder. They're good. They were friends. This is just a little bit of what Patrick Westphal has been charged with, okay, in the past. Invasion of privacy, domestic battery resulting in moderate bodily injury, domestic battery. That's twice. Okay, these are 2019 charges, mind you. So he's got that 1, 2, 3 versions of that. Domestic battery committed in the presence of a child less than 16 years old. Domestic battery, bodily injury to a person under 14. Okay. Many charges this man has like this. He's not a good person. Elvis Fields, okay, is another one of the alternate suspects, in my opinion, right along with Patrick Westphal and Mr. Brad Holder. These people, the group of these people, in my opinion, are who I believe are the suspects in this case, including Mr. Ron Logan as well. I just want that to be known. Now I'm going to show you just some things here real quick. One other important thing to understand is that the prosecutor in this case, everybody calls him Nick the Dick. Okay. Jesus, because I said that now, I can't remember his damn real last name. But anyway, him and Brad Holder both together are in the Masons Lodge and have been. Okay. This belongs to Mr. Brad. Real men wear aprons. This is the Masonic Lodge, one of their things that they do. McClellan, thank you so much for that. Jesus, I can't believe I forgot that. I know him, it just slipped my own mind. So Nick McClellan was the prosecutor in this case, guys, okay? I can't remember the number, but he was a Mason. Right along with Mr. Bradley Holder. Thank you so much, Reactive. You've been an angel the past couple of days with helping me with this. So again, this is the Mason's symbol here, guys, okay? it's kind of ironic, in my opinion, and very interesting that they both together, the prosecutor processing the case and this Mr. Holder gentleman, are in an organization, a secret organization together. I don't think that's just a coincidence, folks. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So there's that. There's more. These are just some photographs to show you guys some connections here and some things that of interest. Okay. All right. Hold on here. We're getting there. Masonic Writers Association. These are Masons. Okay. There's some very important people involved in the Masons organization in the Delphi, Indiana area and surrounding areas. Okay. High profile people of importance and within the government. Let me put it that way. Okay. And then we have just your regular everyday Patrick Westfalls, Elvis Fields people, you know, but they're all together and equal in this group is all I'm saying. These groups. Okay. I think that's important to know and to kind of put together in your mind and understand what that might mean. Miss Tina Skull Scars, welcome. Good to see you, dear. Thank you. Dropped 5 new memberships in here, guys. The Snooper received 1. Circus Music, Lisanne Kozenar, Chris Henderson, and Don't Be Hating. Congrats. Welcome to the sauce. And thank you so much, Tina. God bless. Appreciate that so very much. Very, very generous and very much appreciated. God bless. Thank you so much for that. Oh, yeah. Very much so. And again, Molly, thank you for what you're doing. Oh, the rooster guy. Yes. I'm trying to think of who. Thank you, Molly. Thank you to my mods for doing what you're doing and helping with all of this, guys. Because, like I said, these mods make this stuff happen. Again, Widow's Sons, Tenants. Again, this is a Masonic motorcycle group. Okay. Just so you guys know. And of course, Mr. Rooster, Rick Rodditt, Live Long, Ride Hard, Raise Masons. Okay, so we have the Masons. This is Rooster here, guys. All right, we have the Masons. We have what, and I hate even attributing it to it, but what they consider to be an Odinistic group called heathenism that has been twisted and turned and has been taken far away from the true Odinistic religion, folks. It's definitely not. Okay. Is all I'm telling you. No, that wasn't Doug Carter, Holly. I know it looked a little like him, but it wasn't. So we have these groups. And these people are all interrelated within these groups and organizations as well. I think that's important to understand. Okay. Very important. No, I know that at a quick glance, Holly, that's funny. That does kind of resemble Carter, but it's not him. I wouldn't be surprised if it would have been, though. I see you, Miss Molly, girl. We appreciate you. So, yeah, this is Rooster, another person that I do believe is involved within this whole sector. Okay. Give me 1 minute here. 1 minute. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me jump over here. Okay. We got more and more. So much stuff for you guys. Some of this stuff is disorganized, but I'm presenting it the best way I can to you so that you understand it for sure. Give me 1 minute, guys, because I got more stuff coming for you. I know you guys are excited and urgent to go over the new docks in Idaho, and we will. Please, I promise you, I'm not going to leave you hanging on that one. I am just as excited and urgent, but I want to make sure we do this right and get through this so you guys get the right information. That's important to me. Very important. Okay. Also, there was one other person that was a person of interest in this too. I keep forgetting to throw his name out there. Daniel Nations, okay, is another name. Like I said, if you guys have a notebook, please take your notes. It'll help you. Now, this, my friends, I blew it up too big. Sorry. Is Mr. Brad Holder. You see what he has right on the top of the picture here. Proud heathen. He practices heathenism. This is their twisted, dark version of Odinism. Okay. And he's very proud of this. That's all I'm going to tell you. And if you look at this man, I have some pictures there. I'll show you of him. This photograph here. I want you to think about the sketch, the original sketch of the suspect, okay? It's a little too big still. Look at this photograph and look at this photograph. And that audio you heard was him taunting people because people said, oh my God, that looks like it could be him. And he said, you think I'm the killer because I have a hat on. How about this hat? Does it trigger you? Oh, they do. They do. There's quite a few of them silent. So again, quite interesting, isn't it? And yeah, he was taunting people, you guys. Taunting people. And that's what he does. This guy is not a good person, okay? This is one of his tattoos. Very proud of this. This was on June 21st of 2018, after the murders had happened. Very proud. Very proud. Once again, that's a Masonic tattoo intertwined with the skull and crossbones. Whoever gave him his tattoos sucks, by the way. So, and then these are blades, folks. You know, it's got the background of the Masonic thing here, and then these two blades, and then the skull and crossbones. Whoever was his artist is horrible. You need to, you know, look into that, in my opinion. But here we have if you guys can see this, Mr. Westfall, Mr. Holder. You see they're holding these torches, right? In this circle, they're having a what do you call it, guys? And this gentleman here, these two, it's some kind of a ritualistic situation with their group. I can't think of what the hell it's called. And here we have more. This was at the Pagan Pride closing ceremony. This here, which I don't believe means anything, but it's just to show you guys, okay? And here we have Logan. This was the boyfriend to Abby, okay? This is Brad's son. My apologies. Hold on. These are younger photographs of Logan. so you guys know. But when he was dating Abby, he was much older than he is in these photographs, just so you guys know. Here again, with that damn hat, Logan and Brad. Okay, this is his son too, I believe. I think all three of them are. My apologies. Let me see. Oh, yeah, and here's another photograph that came from Brad that he took all this down, mind you, on his Facebook. Okay, 1 minute here. You see these runic symbols right here? This is the one that was on the tree. If you guys can see my cursor moving. This thing here was what was found on the tree behind the bodies. And there's a ritualistic ritual type thing is what I was trying to say earlier. But these are Odinistic runic runes. I'm sorry. But this is the symbol that they found on the tree behind the bodies at the scene, the crime scene, folks, right here. I don't know if it blows it up, if it'll help you. Kind of like that right there. Okay. Once again, and if you look at the top of this, by the way, hold on a minute here. I have to shrink it back down. Brad, January 18th of 2017, Hail Odin. So there's proof. I'm just showing you proof that the man practices this, okay? Here they are again. This is Brad here. You see what he's wearing on his shirt. I believe that's Westfall here. If you can see my cursor moving. Brad's on the right. Westfall's on the left. My apologies. Once again. Okay. Patrick Westfall. Cutting runes. Okay. December 4th of 2016. I don't know the meaning behind the runes, you guys. I've looked into them. I know them. I did a show on them, but I don't have them memorized, is what I'm saying. I'm sorry. 1 minute here. There again. That's a good picture, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of the sketch again. That's all I'm saying. This is the group. Brad Holder. Patrick Westfall. I can't think of the other guys in this photograph here, but there they are. Right there. This is August of 2016. Tribe of Gungnir's Path had an awesome meeting. This is their group of what they do within the heathenism thing. Okay. Again. Patrick Westfall marking the tree at the end of the ceremony, and he's putting that one of those runic marks on the tree like they found at the scene of the crime with the girls that I was telling you about. Now, I think this is somewhat important to some extent, guys. This was posted on February 13th of 2017. Need. Constraint, motivation. Today's message. Today, think about how necessity has shaped your life. Was there a time when you did need something because you absolutely had to, Also, think of times you came to endings in your life because you were blocked or restricted. What have you learned about limitations and necessity from these experiences, and how can you use that wisdom? Interpretation. Nadiz is self-reliance. And you see the runic symbol underneath the wording here, right? Nadiz. Nadiz. I think it's Nadiz or Nadiz. Okay. February 13th of 2017. He had posted this on his Facebook account. Okay. Give me one moment here. This is Westfall and Holder together. January 21st of 2017. Says firm 22, damn straight. These two, in my opinion, are very important in this case. This guy right here on the right, Patrick Westfall, was the gentleman that very conveniently lived 8 houses away from the Flora 4 house when it burnt to the ground in Flora, Indiana. You quit here, redacted? I'm sorry. Yeah. There are meanings like that, Michelle, so you're probably right. You're leaving? Okay, silent. Something wrong? Or am I confused again? Yeah, don't go nowhere, silent. I don't know why I'm confused again. So there again are these are okay. I just want to make sure you guys are good. These are the people that I believe. In fact, one of these gentlemen made a statement asking a question to a police officer and said, if somebody were to spit on victims in a case, I can't remember exact words, okay? But this is the question he asked. If somebody were to spit on victims of a crime, would my DNA show up? He asked this to a police officer. And they didn't arrest him. But to ask that question, are you kidding me? Come on. This dude was an idiot. Elvis Fields, yes. I may have messed up how he said it, guys, but it's in that order of statement, okay? You're okay, Lucy. So again, you know, these are the people that I have issues with and have had issues with. The connection between them is the Odinism or the heathenism and other things, you know, again, like I said. And then we also have the prosecutor, guys. The prosecutor being in the Masonic Lodge with Brad Holder is just, it's too coincidental to me, okay? And the fact that Brad Holder was never looked into, Brad Holder posted on his Facebook page the same situation as to how the girls were found. Also, just so you guys can see what he looks like, another sick piece of shit. Keegan Klein. For those of you, this is another person of interest. It was very much a person of interest in the beginning of this. That's Keegan right there. Oh my God, what these spam calls. This guy here was the one that was arrested for child pornography, so on and so forth. It's pretty gross, dude. Pretty gross. And I'm not saying that he still wasn't possibly involved. This is the guy that created the fake website and put out the, not fake website, but you know what I mean, did the catfishing thing with the name Anthony Shots. This is him. And that's definitely not what Anthony Shots looked like. So there's that. And his father as well was somebody of interest too. Okay. Amanda B. People in their town would fear these people, and we're not going to mess with them. 100%, Ohio. Or Miss Karen, I'll call you by your name. I'm sorry. So, again, these are the group of people. And then, of course, Daniel Nations is the other. I'm sorry. Or I'm sorry. No. Hold on. Let me flip this around. This is the sketch guy. This was Daniel Nations on the left. Daniel Nations on the left. Sketch was on the right. Daniel Nations was another suspect in the beginning of this, okay? Just so you guys aren't confused. I just confused myself. But yeah, he's on the left. Sketch guy's on the right. And the sketch guy, like I said, to me, looks to be just like Brad Holder. I'm sorry. Doesn't look anything. None of these people, by the way, look like Richard Allen, just so you guys know that, okay? And you know the funny thing is after this sketch came out, okay, so before the sketch came out, this is what Brad Holder looked like, okay? And then conveniently, from what I understood, after the sketch came out, this is what Brad Holder looked like. That's how I understood it, that he went and shaved everything after that happened, and then he got all, which is, you know, he still looks the same minus the little goatee thing. I just thought that was convenient. If that's true, sorry guys with the banner, I forgot. I'm not saying Keegan Klein isn't involved, but I don't believe Keegan did this on his own. I'll just put it that way. I think he could be involved with the rest of them, possibly. Keegan's not smart enough, in my opinion, to pull this off by himself, all of it, and to move the girls across the river, hold them by himself, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Hey, Ro, I just don't believe he could possibly do this by himself at all, ever. That's all I'm saying, Cryptics. He definitely could be involved, and I'm very comfortable saying that because of the things he did. That's all. I just wanted to kind of show you guys some of the other people that I believe have a very close possible are very much a close person of interest in this case. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought for a second there. My apologies. One second. One minute. All right, I have something that I had from before. 1 second here. In regards to the odinistic side to this, and Elvis Fields, hold on a minute here. This was put out about a year ago, roughly, by a channel. Oh, shoot. Where'd it go? I lost it. Called All Eyes. It's just a little more insight into something, just so you guys know. Again, my apologies for having that banner up, guys. I keep forgetting when I throw those up. The title of this is said, Elvis Fields thought they got caught. Hold on.
The point of bringing up Barency and that tree and that email is not about whether or not it was a pagan human sacrifice. Number one, the crime scene, the way we have been told it looked, is a textbook ritualistic crime. We don't know if all the weird shit around the crime scene tells us about the person who committed it or not, because very little effort was put into following up on any of that. Barency started investigating Elvis Fields because of what his sisters.
Okay, now this is important. And Greg Barency was the one, the FBI task force agent that was murdered outside the FBI office, shot and killed. He was one of the detective / FBI agents on the task force that was still looking into the odinistic side to this, and then conveniently was murdered outside of his office, folks. Okay, now, so this relates to that. I want you guys to hear this for this reason. Just take this to account, and again, your thoughts. All right, my apologies. Here we go.
The point of
damn it, hold on. I keep forgetting this. There we go. My apologies.
Bringing up Barency and that tree and that email is not about whether or not it was a pagan human sacrifice. Number one, the crime scene, the way we have been told it looked, is a textbook ritualistic crime. We don't know if all the weird shit around the crime scene tells us about the person who committed it or not, because very little effort was put into following up on any of that. Barency started investigating Elvis Fields because of what his sisters reported to police. Elvis Fields' sister had to go to DHS, and so they were calling their friends in the field offices where they were trying to get someone to interview this woman and take her statements because Unified Command was not interested. So these people came on board separate from Unified Command. So how was Barency able to make the leap from anything Elvis Fields said, unless it had something to do with the crime scene? And how the fuck would Elvis Fields know any of that? How would Barency go from interviewing Elvis Fields' sister to interviewing Elvis Fields to looking?
1 minute. I want to show you that document real fast. Elvis claims he specifically remembers not leaving Rushville on the 13th, blah, blah, blah. He admits that he somewhat remembered the comment concerning spit. Unredacted supplement, Joyce Moffat. I don't have that document, guys. I couldn't find my documents on this. I'm sorry about that, and it would take forever, so I'm just trying to give you guys some quick pieces to understand this, okay? Elvis unequivocally denies knowing Johnny Messer, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But again, this man, in relation, Elvis Fields, Patrick Westfall, and Brad Holder are three people in my mind and in my personal investigation of interest, very strong interest. Sorry.
To looking at Patrick Westfall's social media and emailing Liggett a video of this tree and a ceremony and asking about checking Brad Holder's alibi, unless it had something to do with those things. Barency was emailing Liggett in December of 2018 after interviewing Elvis, Ned, Messer, all these dipshits. The only reason Barency, Murphy, and Click had anything to do with the DELPHI murders investigation is because they were investigating it through Elvis Fields. They found all those other suspects by investigating Elvis Fields. And for that video of Patrick Westfall to mean anything to Barency, why would that video mean anything to Barency? Unless it had something to do with what Elvis Fields said. That was my point in bringing up that video, because he brought all this up in 2018. So he has all of this information based on the actual suspects. This wasn't, at this point, it was coming from his sisters and the suspect. I'm trying to emphasize that the track they were on, that I'm sure they would have very much liked to see to the end. But unfortunately, the people they passed it on to that were tasked with that just might as well have thrown it in the trash can. We have to account for things. We can't just say, the person I think did it told his wife. Okay, do you understand? I guess the fact that solitary confinement and sleep deprivation, those kind of things, like long-term, we don't just call those interrogation techniques. We call them enhanced interrogation techniques, because they are coercive over time. Why people don't understand that? You cannot take the statements of anyone who has been in solitary for 23 hours a day for 6 months seriously. You have to find something to support those statements before you start taking it seriously. But for those of us who are not interested in just taking the word of a dirty cop or someone who's been in seg, some of us would like to resolve this. I don't know what that tree says. I don't know if it's an F. I don't know if it's an Othla. I don't know what any of it is, because nobody got to finish fucking investigating it. I think someone should have. And I do have questions. I don't think it's crazy to wonder why Greg Ferenczi was onto this trail back in 2018 when nobody else knew about it, except for the people in the very, very early months. Sparking all these, okay, we got to get some experts in here. The reason for that was because of the people that Greg Ferenczi ended up investigating. Without Unified Command's help, cooperation, assistance, or insight. And unless you can tell me how they were able to put those pieces together and why you think Ferenczi and Click and Murphy would just be making this shit up, the actual people in charge of handling this investigation are giving sworn statements that there is no physical or digital evidence linking the man in custody to the crime or the victims. They turned over geofence data that places more than one person in and around the crime scene between the hours of 12 and 6. Everybody keeps saying, well, where does his location data put him? Well, not near the crime scene. So even if Mr. Allen comes out with records, what, we're going to say that the police records are wrong now? It's that little woozy-eyed emoji. But he placed himself there. He placed himself. I mean, maybe if they say it enough times, it'll all of a sudden make Liggett and Holman's sworn testimony say the opposite of what it says.
Jurors in Richard Allen's double murder trial hear witness after witness recall how he told them he killed Libby German and Abby Williams. I'll take you inside.
Sorry, guys. It skipped over. My apologies. Hold on a minute here now. Mama na, ma na, ma na, ma na. Hold on a second. Where do it be? Where do it be? Where do it be? Where the heck did it go? Hold on, you guys. Thank you for your patience. Come on, Neil. Again, I hope you guys are getting some kind of something out of this. Thank you, SRB. Oh my God, with these spam, look, one after another, guys, one after another, non-stop spam calls. It's insane. Here we go. Okay, now jump into my links here. Boom. this the right thing? Hold on. This is another part to this, in my opinion, okay? The heathenism that is based off of the Odinism has another side to it, guys. It's very dark. It's a white supremacist type aspect to this that is not a good thing, okay? And I'm going to show you something here. Thank you, Redacted, again. That has a connection to some of the people I've explained to you. There's Miss Krista. By the way, Miss Krista, I have a song for you that I created for you. I've been meaning to get to you. Good to see you, hon. Hope you're having a good day. Miss Krista, ma'am. I got you, Foxy. What's up, Kane B, Buddy Bear? All right, guys, check this out, too. The Vinlanders name, again, is another part to the whole heathenism, Odinistic side to this. Twisted Odinistic thing, I'll just put it that way. And then I'm going to show you after that something with in connection with Ron Logan again. Absolutely, Krista. I can send the link to you in Discord or whatever. But check this out, guys. This is actually really interesting. Yes, and again, Redacted did an amazing job on this. Guys, make sure we drop Redacted's link in here, if you will. Here again, Patrick Westfall. And you'll see these faces you recognize. Okay?
It is so damn steep off the edge of that trail down to the water side. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, you can't find anywhere along that trail where you can just drop right down to the flat area, I guess, where the girls were found very easily at all. Like, it's treacherous, it's dangerous, it's a very, very steep drop down. They would have had to been taken away from the trail and brought back in that direction, because you would not have got anybody up that hill. I don't care how strong, and it would take one seriously in shape bastard to make that kind of, physical feat, because that was just trying to step off the trail and get down the access points in that creek was horrible. You had to go further down the road past the little DCS building, and then there was a little spot you could pull off the country road and step around the guardrail, and there was a beaten path down to the creek, and that's where we would play in it, because you couldn't get to it any other way, not off the Monon High Bridge Trail, at least that I remember.
Let's see. How does your club view interracial relationships?
The Vinlanders, nobody in the Vinlander had any interracial ordeals. Just like a lot of other people in standard society, because somebody doesn't agree with it doesn't mean anything bad about them as a character or person. There's tons of different kind of bears, but you don't see polar bears going out and being in relationships and breeding with black bears. You don't see red flags. You wouldn't be any kind of a probate or patch holder if that was the case. There was plenty of supporters that had mixed kids and other kids like that, but it's not as a patch holder, no.
Could you be a black person?
No. It was Europeans, man. That was it. There's plenty of all black clubs out there. There's plenty of groups that are all Mexican, Spanish clubs. This was one for Europeans.
This is how the girls were found. Okay. Exactly how. And again, for everybody that doesn't know this, she is wearing her clothing. She is wearing nothing, obviously. William Librado's claim to this is that this girl was sacrificed, this girl was murdered. This is the attorney that stepped in for Richard Allen when, and friend of Judge Gall, when the other two had to recuse themselves. Just telling you. So this is exactly what the crime scene looked like. Okay, this is an illustration of it. Trigger warning, of course, because it is very disheartening to see that. This is how the sticks were found on them. This is a reenactment. Okay. This is Logan and Abby together. Logan Holder being Brad's son, boyfriend to Abby. I don't know why. Yeah, to Abby. I'm sorry. I always switch these two girls around. Shame on me. But this is Abby. The other is Libby. I'm sorry. Definitely Panda. Definitely unique in my opinion. This is the tree behind where the girls were found. There's the blood mark on the tree that does resemble the F, and it is also a runic emblem in the Odinite background. Okay, there's that same symbol. Brad Holder's Facebook page would show that he was a proud Odinite and had absolute obsession with fascination with runes. Police knew or had to know that runes had been left at the scene. Additionally, a unified command has already cleared Holder as a suspect, in spite of the fact that the runes found on Brad Holder's Facebook pages mimicked. They were found on his Facebook page. They identically mimicked runes found at the crime scene and had not been released to the public. Nobody knew about that at that point, folks. Nobody. But they found this on his Facebook page very conveniently. Okay? As well as these things here. Moving on. Great job, Redacted. Again, found on his Facebook page, February 17th of 2018 at 10:52 a.m. It states, I started back, acrylic, Hail Odin, and then there's that marking, which is, again, another symbol of the Odinistic religion.
Sanguination type thing.
You see that little picture there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wisdom had a lot of issues with this. God bless her. But this is Bob Motto with the Defense Diaries. Bob was very influential in this case. He was there for everything. He, again, as well, believed that Richard Allen is innocent, still does, and it was at every hearing and part of the trial, every bit of it. Bob did an amazing job with this. And I very much, if you're interested in this case, go back and follow everything the Defense Diaries did on this, because Bob and Allie did an amazing job with this, guys. Amazing with what they did. I love Bob to death. He's an attorney. They're both attorneys, but very down to earth. Okay. Now, don't go to Bob if you want to see anything on Idaho, because he's absolute. Well, I mean, you can still go watch it, but he believes Brian did this. So if that's what you're looking for, go for it. But if not, I wouldn't advise that. But on the Delphi case, please go follow Bob's channel, the Defense Diaries, and we can drop his link. This man has everything and knows everything and anything to do with this case, and is very on point with it. I'm confused as to when the Idaho 4 docs will be read now. 6 p.m. Eastern. Some just no. As soon as I'm done with this Turpentine, this show, I'm ending it, and I'm restarting a new show, and that's what we're going to be doing, dear. 100%. So it'll be right back to back. Okay, I'll take enough time to run to the bathroom and come back, and it'll be soon here. I'm almost done, guys. We're almost done. I was trying to give you the rest of this, and then we're moving right on to Idaho. Okay, no worries. I promise we're doing it. This stuff is very important, though. Very important.
That is the picture. It's
That's
horrible.
banana. Looks like a banana. That's
No, what I looked at when I saw it, I said that's a hammer. I was trying to draw it, and I was like, "This is I'm so horrible. It's ridiculous." You thought it looked like an R, but from the jump, I thought it looked like.
but you have to remember, it looked like it was done with somebody's finger. So it looked like
I thought it looked like she had an object in her hand, that was wiped away around or something. I do not know, but her hand is all covered in blood except this one area, and I could clearly see what. I leaned over to you, and I was like, "Why does that look like a hammer?"
like a lowercase R.
To me, that's
all right. So like if it were a person that did it, it would so imagine a bloody palm, and that somebody just took their finger, did a line up like this, and then a small R. Like I don't know if that's a symbol. Like I don't know if that's like a symbol.
I thought it looked like
because that area had not one drip of blood. It's like bloody hand except for this thing. Like, and I'm trying to think like if I put my hand together strangely and it gets opened up, like if I'm pinching my hand together, would that have created it?
No, because on one of the one of her fingers were bent.
It did not look like Thor's hammer. Like I don't even know why Allison's bringing the hammer thing up.
I swear, to me, it looked like a hammer. It was the first thing that I saw when I looked at it. I even saw a little rounded, like I have to ask Barb McDonald, because Barb McDonald would have been able to look at it close up in the evidence, like when they went to view it. But I am telling you that it was too clean. I think they could have the object could have been in the hand, and then the blood like came after. But when the fingers were bent, I noticed, like, it's too hard to explain. But in my mind, it looked like a hammer or a really like pointy. It was the roundness of the top that makes me not think it was an R. It was rounded at the top.
Oh my God, you guys couldn't hear me that whole time. I'm sorry. I must have went out the mic, fell out the window. One more time. Unified Command was aware that Elvis Fields confessed to his sister that he was involved in the murders, even providing to his sister intimate crime scene details of which only those that were present at the crime scene would have familiarity with, okay? Additionally, Elvis told his sister Mary on February 14th that he was present at the killings and that he himself now had a brother and was now part of a gang. On February of 2018, Elvis was questioned by law enforcement but denied involvement in the murders. This is Elvis again here on screen, guys. Now, this is insane. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. Please tell me. Hello, hello? Hello, hello. Anybody, please? Can you hear me? Yes, no? Okay, good. Sorry, guys. So this is where I got this statement from, guys. And you tell me how this man's not sitting in prison right now, okay? This is what I want to know now. However, after being dropped off at his trailer, following the questioning, Elvis then in turn turns around, walks back to the police car, and according to the police report, asked the state trooper that if his spit is found on one of the girls, but he could explain it away, would he still be in trouble? He turned around and asked the state trooper and said, "Excuse me, officer, if my spit is found on one of the girls, but I can explain it away, will I still be in trouble?" Are you kidding me? Okay. The state trooper that heard Elvis utter these, I don't have the rest of it, words. They obviously didn't do anything about it, you guys. Anyway, I just wanted you to see that, see his face and hear that statement, because that is exactly what happened. Tell me that's not insane. Here we go. Nick Leland, the prosecutor in the case, at the Masons Lodge, the Tipton Lodge, okay, in Logansport, exactly where Brad's from. They're in the same lodge, you guys. Okay, there's Brad. There's Levi Holder, which was one of Brad's kids, of course, and there's Nick, the prosecutor of the case. Tell me that's just a coincidence, is all I'm saying. Here again are the sketches. Betsy's, this was the woman that saw them on the bridge, okay? This is Betsy's sketch of the younger version, and then this is Sarah's, is the other witness that saw the man on the road walking. This is what Sarah saw, which in my opinion looks like Brad. This again is who Betsy's sketch, who I believe looks to be like Logan in my opinion. Then you have Teresa's sketch, seen near the bridge at around 8:30 a.m. over here on the left. This is Rayleigh's sketch seen near the bridge. And then this other sketch who looks just like Elvis Fields to me. Okay. Again, another Logan, possibly. I mean, these all resemble these people, you guys. It's crazy to me.
So my last video pissed you off. Well, this one's really going to piss you off. So you don't like my hat? You think I'm the murderer because
this is him taunting the public, and he does a very good job at doing this too. It's disgusting. He made a joke out of it.
Because I'm wearing his hat, right? How about this hat? Does this hat trigger you? What kind of haircut do you have, Karen? I mean, I definitely have a dickhead haircut. Okay, fact one.
So that's the latest as.
Thank you, Redacted, for that, dear. Very great job. Very great job. All right, guys, hold on here. This is a little something about the other case I was telling you about, the floor situation, and I do wholeheartedly feel and truly believe in my heart that they're connected. And again, Redacted did this as well. I want to show you this real quick here. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Just a quick little run through. All of these things are linked, in my opinion. Every one of these things, in my opinion, is linked together in some aspect. Many people lost their lives, in my opinion, in regards to this case and the others that are connected. Welcome, Lisa Cannoli. Good to see. Too many of these cases, guys, all have the same connections, is all I'm going to tell you. Too many of them. Yeah, I know Love and Habits. We're going to cover them right after this. Hey, busy. There's many more. All of these things that you're seeing right now, it would take us forever to go through them, but they're all interconnected within this case as well. There's multiple officers that took their lives, supposedly, allegedly. All of these things, guys, it's insane to me. I'm letting this roll through a few times so you guys have the ability to catch every bit of it. Yeah, some are in different counties. That's another, but they're all linked in some aspect, in my opinion. Thank you, SRB. And I'm telling you guys now, I will be bringing up again the floor situation. Thank you, SRB, again. And we're going to review that again. And I'm going to show you the connection that case, in my opinion, has to this case, okay? I think you guys have seen it enough. I'm just trying to make sure it rolled through enough that you guys saw everything. So, again, this is all out of Indiana in somewhat relatively close proximity. Some not, but still, It's all within Indiana, okay? And I have a feeling that a lot of this stuff is all linked together. Definitely the Flora Floor situation, I think, is very, very closely directly linked, okay? And I'm going to have one specific show about that case again and show you the link to Delphi, in my opinion. And you guys are going to be, I've done it a couple times. I'm going to do it again because it definitely needs the true answers to come out on that one too, guys. I have a very high passion for those 4 little girls that lost their lives in that fire. Very sad situation, guys. The whole thing is a very, very sad situation. All of it. Now, that was great, Redacted. Thank you for that as well. Guys, the goal here is to prove that an innocent man is sitting in prison. Should not be. That those people that I just showed you over the past 3 hours are the people that should be, in my opinion, okay? I have the... What was he doing? Was he rolling around on his back? We've been here 3 hours, so I'm going to have to cut this down. But when I show you the other Flora stuff, I'm going to show you some more stuff in relation to Delphi as well. There's some letters that came out. There's a letter that came out from a gentleman in prison that was housed next to Ron Logan. That the letter claims that Logan took accountability and responsibility for this situation, guys. Okay? And there's other things too. There's other things. But Flora is very, in my opinion, is very sad, horrific, and very close. And you won't believe it. I'll tell you that. It's probably going to be coming at some point, maybe the end of the week. I'll cover that. And I'll show you the connection here. Okay? So it's heartbreaking. It's very triggering, but it needs to be seen. Period. That's all I can tell you. It needs to be seen. It is gut-wrenching, guys. It's horrifying. I have a high passion for that case, and I pushed very hard on that one. But it needs to be seen. It's very hard to watch and hear. It makes me sick knowing that these people are walking around. And when I realized that Patrick Westball lived literally 8 houses down from this house when it burnt, I was done. That's when I knew, okay? That's when I knew the connection was real. And I believe the reasoning behind this was absolutely racially motivated. 4 little African-American girls lost their lives in that fire. Their mother survived, but all of her children passed. Okay, in that moment, in that night. And it absolutely was racially motivated, in my opinion. And that's the link that I believe is the connection with Delphi as well with this, guys. So I hope you guys have gotten information enough on this case to understand why it's so important that we continue rallying to prove that this man is innocent of this crime. There was an insurance claim on this as well, Phenomenal Mom. You are correct. I think there was a combination of things that promoted and provoked that. So, and if anybody, we will go back to this stuff, guys. We will go back to this. There's an appeal that's been filed by Richard's defense. And that is why we're doing this again. And we will come back to this again and more of this, okay? But there's too many of these things that don't make sense within this. And too many of these things that point absolutely away from the guy that they have sitting in prison for this right now. Yeah, that's a very weird link too. Tomboy's right. Becky Patty, who is Libby's grandmother, was the insurance agent in the that sold the claim to for the Flora house. I'm sorry, that burnt. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And I'm not saying that means that Becky was involved in all of this. It just means that there's a link based on everything. Everything's connected. Just like people have said in Idaho, everything's connected. Everything within this circle is connected, guys. Understand that. What are you doing, Alfie? What are you doing? You good boy? You good boy? What are you doing? Where's mom? Go get mommy. Go get mom. Anyway, Yeah, it's all absolutely connected. The Flores, I'm going to pre-warn you guys when you see that pop up, I want you to be here. I want you to see this. I want you to know this story, okay? Again, like SRB said, it's going to be very hard to hear and very hard to watch, but it needs to be done. It needs to be seen and heard because it's horrifying. Alfred, what are you doing? What are you doing? You good boy? Are you a good boy? Did you get treats? Did you get treats? Were they good? Yeah. He's cute. Very cute. Thank you, Jen. And like I said, guys, we're not done with this. Please don't think we are. There's more to come, but I gave you the basics and the tools to understand how serious and severe this was and how horrible this is, okay? And how bad we need to push to prove that the man that committed this crime is not the one they have in custody. I'll say it again and again, 35 different ways. Richard Allen did not commit this crime. Richard Allen, in my opinion, had nothing to do with this crime. Welcome, Michael. Good to see you, brother. As I said earlier, guys, I'm going to be shutting this down at this point, and within moments, I'll be setting up a new live, and we're going to be heading head first right on into these new documents for Idaho. I would love to see you all back if possible. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here today for this, for supporting our channel. Thank you to my Blue Crew for being here as well. Anybody that may have donated to the channel via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, any of that, thank you. God bless so very much. Appreciated, never expected. But that is how I keep doing this day after day after day, and it pays the bills so you can see my ugly face out here on the screen in front of you. So thank you guys for that. We wouldn't exist if it weren't for you guys. So thank you all so very much. God bless, folks. I will see you all very soon, I hope. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to love yourselves, love each other. Don't change nothing. You guys are the beautiful people. And don't forget, folks, know your own self-worth. It's so very important. Nothing but love, folks. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
The coffee's cold, the final stain. We laid the map out in the pouring rain. No hidden corners left to creep. The dark truth woke while the city was asleep. The evidence lines up straight and true. A perfect picture of what they chose to do. The quiet street erupts in flashing light. A reckoning delayed in the night. SWAT serves the warrant, loud and clear. The sound of justice, the only thing we hear. Cafe's empty, closed for the night. We put the darkness back into the light. We'll wipe the counter, set the empty chair, and wait right here for the next secret laid bare. Until the next one.